Yes, sir.
Back at it with another one. You already know the
Welcome.
vibes.
Whew, I gotta get adjusted.
Gotta lock
Right.
in.
Been a long week, everybody.
Everybody
but-
enjoy their Thanksgiving?
Yeah, right. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you fine people out there. We
Happy
hope
Thanksgiving.
we
man.
hope
Happy
this week was relaxing for some of you. Oh, that's nice. We hope it was you ate some good food. I know I did. And thank you for joining us. Welcome back to another episode. We're having a conversation. It's your boy Ease, man.
And it's Tony over here.
And how was your Thanksgiving, bud? How'd it go for you this week?
Oh man, pretty good. Like I told y'all last week, we rode down to Carolina, chilled out there with her sister and shit. Road wasn't that bad, man. Pretty straight through. You feel me? Wasn't too much traffic out. Hit the road Friday night, not Friday night. Hit the road Wednesday night. My fault. Wednesday night. Got down there probably about 12ish. Got out the next day. Played the game while her sister cooked. Got fried as they sent me to the store to go pick things up.
Okay.
And I ate like I told y'all I planned on doing. Man, food was top tier. So I enjoyed myself. Came back up here, seen some of the fam and shit like that, man. Ate some more. You feel me?
Nice.
Good, like good break. And now we're here. What about you, bro?
Cook. For those of you that don't know, I like to cook. Shit, I like to eat, so I gotta know how to cook. And cooked. Went down, saw some family members. You know what I'm saying? It was all right. Ended up eating some good food, having some good conversation. I tried to relax most of it, get some good game hours in there. That's what.
So let me tell you how her sister saved the fucking day, because took the P5 down there, got all the way down there, and as I'm like getting the bag out the car, I have the epiphany that I left my HDMI cord here.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, left the HDMI cord here.
Oh no, not the HDMI.
And I was wholeheartedly getting up the next day to go buy me another one. I was just gonna buy me another one and leave it in the travel bag, And I was gonna have an HDMI cord at her crib, one at my crib, and one in the bag.
That's even better.
But said I was gonna go get it. Her sister said she had an extra. The crops were saved. So,
able to get the runs in. Nice.
Something like that.
I'll see everybody. You keep an HDMI cord around for that special someone in your life,
Keep one on hand.
It can go a long way. But yeah, Thanksgiving was all right, man. You know me though. I'm a Christmas guy. I'm ready.
Like I told y'all, I just had to get through Thanksgiving.
Oh, it's over.
Now that I'm through Thanksgiving,
rocking around the Christmas tree.
Merry Christmas.
That's what we doing.
Happy holidays.
Mom's kissing Santa Claus. We're rocking around the Christmas tree. The bells
Mariah
are
Carey
jingling.
got a Christmas
movie?
Yeah. Did you know that?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's her season. The season belongs to her.
Some animated movie.
It's
we watched it earlier.
Christmas, basically, it's not even about Santa anymore. It's like Mariah Carey.
Look it up. I want to say it's like Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You." Like no bullshit.
What is it, like a documentary?
No, look up Mariah Carey Christmas movie. It's like it's not the fucking documentary. It's like an animated kids movie. It looks like. Just watched it for the first time today. Movie.
All I Want for 2017.
Yeah.
What the? It's animated. What the hell?
Did you not hear me say 3 different times some animated kid movie before you pulled up the image of it?
I didn't. I was locked in. I don't type like a business guy. I have to type like a.
All right. So you weren't listening, is what I was
in
saying.
Layman's terms.
Okay.
But wow,
fucking ears.
Okay. It's a.
I mean, that's a nice little kid movie. It's a nice little cute little watch through.
That's funny.
I probably wouldn't have watched it earlier if everybody wasn't sitting down there watching it.
All right, I guess. Okay. All right, Mariah, look at you. Nice. I guess it really is your season then.
Ridiculous munyon around this time of year.
Yes, the holiday season though, man. We hope all of you guys had a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Now get ready for Christmas, Get ready to jingle those bells. Done. What?
I told him to get that fucking shopping done.
Yeah, get your shopping done.
Just like that.
Get your shopping done. Black Friday already passed, at least at the time of recording. So make sure you guys, capitalize on those sales while they're still out there. Yeah, get your family right. Or Just get them stuff from Temu. Just make sure you order it soon enough so it gets here on time.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the NFL though, real quick, briefly, because it is Sunday today.
Yeah. We're gonna start with a couple of games that was played on Thanksgiving.
Go for it.
Another Thanksgiving Day games.
Go for
So
it, man.
I ain't really got a whole bunch to kind of touch on. What I do want to say is, it's 3 games. You had Chicago and Detroit. Detroit won that 23-20. What intrigues me down the stretch of the games, and the only reason I'm bringing this up is because I'm pretty sure if you've kept up with football news, Chicago parted ways with their head coach, and there was some questionable management of the clock down the stretch. If I remember correctly, it was Caleb took a sack. They were still close to field goal range, if not in field goal range, and instead of using the timeout trying to get back to the line, you went no huddle. You burnt a bunch of clock, and you had about 4 seconds left to run the last play. You take a shot downfield because you have essentially mismanaged the opportunity to kick the field goal and at least play for overtime.
Oh.
So that's the big reason as why they parted ways with the coach, on top of the other dumpster fire that was going on. But
Dumpster fire.
when you get into like clock management, like I said, a lot of the players for Chicago talked about how they felt like as a team, the players did what they needed to do to win that game. Coaching didn't do what it
Coach has
needed
been
to
a
do.
big issue in the NFL this season, apparently.
It's always an issue.
Yikes.
Just never gets kind of talked about.
Than that, hope they could figure that out over there.
Yeah, they'll bring somebody in. Hopefully, I don't know. You gotta find what's gonna be right for the culture you're trying to build there. Mm-hmm. So that's what you gotta look for.
That's true. You know what? I'm starting to yawn. Take out the secret weapon.
You're gonna think we sponsored.
Need this guy. We do need a sponsor. I need some caffeine, man.
Game 2 of that day was Giants Cowboys. I ain't really had much to touch on the topic for real.
Cowboys look like they got it done finally.
Neither here nor there. The game I really was kind of featured to talk about, or wanted to talk about more with the Thursday slate of games, was Miami and Green Bay.
All right.
Nobody was surprised at the outcome of that game. Green Bay won 30-17. If you didn't look at that, I got some numbers for you, dog.
Ooh, no numbers guy.
Yeah, man, I just got some numbers for you. I don't remember the exact temperature when the game was played. I know it was below 40. It was pretty cold out there.
Where in Green Bay?
Yeah, Green Bay. It was cold.
Ooh, real cold out there.
So first, I have to say here is the Dolphins have won only one game in the last 32 years when the temperature drops below 23 degrees.
He's just saying years.
Years. I'm 24.
Well, I mean, in Miami.
That's the point. The point is that I'm about to get at is that playoff football is played in January and February for your Super Bowl. It's wintertime. If Miami is not in this case, Miami is on the outside looking in anyway. Okay. They're not really in the playoff picture.
Okay.
But what I get at here is Miami can't win in cold, therefore they can make the playoffs. But if they're not the 1 seed where everything is running through Miami, they're not going to win. That's 32 years, 1 win when it's that cold. Your cream of the crops in the NFL right now, like if we look at today, the playoff picture today, your 1, 2, and 3 is Kansas City, Buffalo, Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. It's all 3 cold places. I think your 4 is Houston, who plays in a dome. It's crazy. I was actually just looking at this. I don't remember who your 4 is Houston. I know Denver is your 7. I think Baltimore might be your 5, which is another cold place.
Okay. Yeah, Baltimore. Yeah, it get cold out there.
And then who is 6? The Chargers. So LA. That's the only other warm place because it's a dome.
Okay.
So
seemed like not a healthy mix, but seemed you sprinkle a couple of, like you said, you got Houston in there.
And something else I also wanted to point out, we get really big on him, so I have to say this.
My boy Tua
is 0-7 when he plays in the cold.
Oh, Tua, come on, man. Well, he from the he from the islands anyway, man.
That is 45 degrees or lower.
It ain't too cold out there in the islands, man. My boy Tua got to get used to that shit.
Hey, man. All I'm saying is
where he from, they get beaches and they tropical, all of that, man.
All I'm saying is that makes a difference. Like,
is he Samoan or is he from like or is he just the other one? Was it the other one like New Zealand or something like that? Like
I'd have to look up his nationality.
he's from one of those though. That's cool.
In their most recent victory in a cold game came back in 2016 on Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve
against
Santa
Buffalo
was in the sky.
in overtime. So
Overtime.
now,
man.
granted, like I said, y'all have heard me here talk about Tua and all of them. Like, I don't think Miami's a bad team. I just don't think Miami can win when it's cold, and by default, it kind of doesn't make you a good playoff
It doesn't
team.
make you a good team.
You know,
you
some of the most important football is played in December, January,
Football's
February.
Pretty much a winter sport.
Exactly. So
yeah.
it doesn't really do you any good being trash in the cold, I guess you could say. So they got to work on that.
Yeah. Wish them luck though.
How do you work on that? I don't really.
You said they didn't really have too many crazy expectations anyway. Though,
oh, not for that. Well, you won one cold weather game in the last 32 years. I don't think you're gonna have high expectations at that point.
You're not. But
yeah. So, and the next one on the board was Black Friday game was Kansas City and the Raiders.
Chiefs squeaked by. It was pretty cool,
bro. So what's crazy about that one is. Excuse me. What's crazy about that one is like there was a fumble on the snap between the Raiders as they were closing into field goal range.
Oh no! I know what.
But if you watch football, if the play was blown dead, if it's a pre-snap flag, you blow play dead.
Okay.
So I believe I didn't watch the game. What I believe happened was that it was either illegal formation or a false start on the Raiders, which should blow the play dead. However, you allowed the fumble to go, and you allowed Kansas City to recover the fumble. And instead of blowing the play dead and replaying the down, you let Kansas City recover the fumble. Kansas City gets out there with the win. That's why everybody kind of says this year Kansas City is the top team. That clinched their playoff ticket. They're 11-1.
Oh, okay, so they're
all right.
Good. Then.
But the problem with that is none of the wins have been like, wow, you won. It's either been the refs have like screwed somebody out of the win, or y'all just kind of squeaked by.
Okay.
So it makes you it leaves a weird taste in your mouth about Kansas City.
I can understand.
Like you don't know if they're really. You look at a team that's 11-1 and you say, oh, they should be the favorites. But I've seen Kansas City look way better with worse records than this 11-1 Kansas City team looks. And it kind of makes me say, I don't favorite them. Like honestly, if I had to pick a favorite, if I'm looking at the way teams play, it's Detroit. I think Detroit looks like the best team in football right now. But the playoffs, the way football playoffs are set up, you get there. It's about any given Sunday. It's a one game. If I play better than you that game, I get to the next round. It's all about who gets hot around that time. Kansas City, I don't know. I'm not. I don't know.
He's not fully sold on him yet. I guess we'll figure it out. Leave it up to. I mean, if anybody could, turn it around, they're probably the team that could. When the playoffs come, they turn it on usually. Anyway,
we got to play them on Christmas Day.
Ooh.
So
Merry Christmas.
They can shut me up. You feel me? Like I'm not.
They can ruin your Christmas.
I won't let it ruin my Christmas.
I'll tell you what. If
they beat us bad enough, that shit is gonna ruin my Christmas.
I'll really be mad if the Knicks lose on Christmas.
So imagine how I feel if the Knicks lose and the Steelers lose.
Christmas is canceled.
Crash out.
Christmas is canceled.
I'm flipping shit over.
It's over.
Pushing trees over and shit.
Yeah, don't let me see a star.
Yeah, fuck that.
It'll end up in the sky. I'll tell you that. All right, yeah. That was this week. Today, nothing too crazy happened today, right? Had a few ones.
Yeah, I do want to talk about at the time of recording. Y'all will see more about this probably later on, but the Texans Jaguars game. So there was actually a scuffle that broke out. I won't show you. I can't really show y'all, but I'll show you. Basically, what happened was Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville's quarterback, was going for a run, just running the ball. And he went to slide, and when initiating the slide, obviously play is dead. Right. Once that slide, you can't hit the quarterback. However, a Texans player laid his ass out. Like, for lack of better terms, bro laid his ass out, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's hilarious.
They pulled Trevor out for concussion protocol. He had to get carted off. Here you go.
I'm about to watch this.
Take this with that.
Oh. Oh, okay. He slid right into him. Oh, damn.
You see, bro ain't even
He ain't
move.
moving, yo.
They out there fighting on the field and shit. He ain't even move. He ain't budge or
Oh,
nothing.
my God. Oh, no. Now,
Yeah, so
I understand football is a contact sport, people. Duh, obviously, right?
man, there's no room for bullshit like
But
that, bro.
yeah,
You
like
feel me?
what the like? I don't
And
understand these athletes doing stuff. Like I'm not taking a shot at Draymond either. We're not even on basketball yet. But like when he swings on people and tries to act like it's a basketball, like no, bro, you just swung. Like why are you swinging? It's
Bro,
okay.
and what kind of blows me about it is I understand that football is a bang bang sport. So a lot of stuff be going on, is happening out there. These are 200 plus pound men that run at excess speeds of almost 20 miles per hour at each other. So I understand. We kind of briefly talked about it when we talked about Tua. I understand the
Physical,
danger that comes with
all of
playing
that.
the
Yeah, of
sport. We all
course.
get it. But like
Contact
shit
sport.
like that, bruh.
That's just you
bro
being
was
salty,
he was
bruh.
giving his body up, calling to play dead, sliding. You still went head
That's you
on
being salty as hell, bro.
type shit. That's it.
Ain't no room for that
That's
in
all it
my
is.
league.
That's all it is. So prayers for Trevor. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, man. Prayers up for Trev.
Once we see some information on that, we'll touch base on that if y'all don't see it.
But other niggas should get fined. Whoever
he probably will. He got ejected.
Piece of trash.
He definitely got ejected from today's game. The Jacksonville fans were throwing shit at him as they were like escorting him out the stadium type shit. They were throwing shit at him.
I'd have threw one of these at him.
Oh, well, the team was. Jacksonville was trying to get their lick back for their quarterback.
Yeah,
type shit,
boy, you crazy,
get
man.
that lick back.
What else?
But that final score of that was Houston 23, Jacksonville 20. So
okay.
Houston still found a way to squeeze it out.
Moving on.
Indy and New England today. That was actually shout out Anthony Richardson, shout out AR.
Whoever that man. Oh, AR. There's an AR in football too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, right. So Anthony Richardson today. I'm not the biggest Anthony Richardson fan. Not saying he's bad or nothing, but if y'all haven't gotten from the first couple of episodes, I'm a big advocate for young quarterbacks getting an opportunity to actually grow.
Hell yeah.
So I like to see that he went out there today. I'd have to pull up the exact numbers to give y'all the breakdown. I really don't want to get into all of that. What I want to shout out is game on the line. You're down 17-24. He took the team down the field, got the ball in the end zone, and coach trusted them to go for two, go for the win, keep the ball in his hands, and do a little QB draw play. He got his ass in there.
That means he's a smart QB.
Colts walk out of there 25-24 victory. So shout out Anthony Richardson. I like to see the growth. He looks like he's growing up the last couple of weeks.
That sounds like a smart football player. I love smart athletes where they just have a mind for the game. And they know some guys, what to do. They know how to execute. Like,
bro, some guys are physically gifted specimens, and when they're able to get their mind to catch up with where their body is, it's a beautiful thing to see. You feel me? So we had the Chargers. Chargers beat Atlanta today, 17-13. Okay. I seen a stat today that said over the last 3 games, Kirk Cousins has thrown for 724 yards, no touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and 4 fumbles. He's playing like shit.
I can do that.
Yeah, I could do that. The crazy thing is, not just did they sign you to a big contract.
How much are they paying him to do
that? Too fucking much. I'll tell you that.
You could pay me half to do the same thing.
Let's see.
I'll do it. I'll go out there tomorrow and do the same thing.
Kirk Cousins contract. 180 mil.
Give me 90.
And 100 million of that is guaranteed.
Give me 90. I'll do it for 90. I'll do it for 80.
Oh, with a 50 million signing bonus.
Really?
The long and the short of it is Kirk Cousins got to be better, bro. They brought you in there to take that team to the next level. They were in the same kind of weird spot that Pittsburgh was in last year. You have a bunch of playmakers and a bunch of young guys that just need somebody at the helm to wrangle them in. And you look good early in the year. I don't know if it's just hitting a little slump or whatever the case may be. But the last 3 games, he has looked rough. He has looked rough, and they got to kind of figure it out. You're 6-6. I don't exactly know where the standings put them at, but I'm pretty sure the Bucks are probably like still ahead of them in that division. If you want to make a playoff push, you have to figure something out now. because they not just that they signed you to that 180 million, but they drafted a quarterback in the first round as well.
Oh shit.
Which means you would think they don't want to kind of give up on you early when they signed you to a 4-year, 180 mil. But you gotta put in perspective.
They
There's
got a nigga
somebody
on
breathing.
deck.
There's somebody breathing down your neck. You
They
know,
got a nigga on deck just in case.
just in
bruh.
case,
Swap
bro.
him
Just in
out.
case. Seattle beat the Jets. That's the usual Jets dumpster fire as we've been
You
seeing
guys
all
know how
year.
I feel about the Jets.
I don't know, man. I saw earlier the Jets were up in that game. Last time I saw it,
Of course they were.
they were up 21-7, and they lost that game 26-21.
I don't know, man.
One of the Jets players, however, I was just telling bro about
You
this
were
shit at the
telling me
store.
about this.
He will be expecting a hefty fine, as he tweeted after the game. At NFL officiating, y'all fucking suck.
in quotations, that's a real quote,
and
by
that
the
they should
way.
be ashamed of themselves. So I hope he's got the checkbook out.
I'm assuming, they make enough. He probably knew he was gonna.
Oh no, they all know they're gonna see a fine when they talk about the refs. They're mad enough to say fuck the money.
Okay.
That's all that is usually. Same thing with the NBA players. You know you're gonna see the fine when you critique it.
That's true.
You just do it because you're like, all right, I got to get this shit off my chest.
Yeah.
Is what it is. The Commanders beat the Titans today, 42-19. Seem like they've been getting themselves
fans.
back on track.
See y'all every
So,
Sunday. Y'all just flood my Instagram, huh?
Yeah,
It's all right though.
they didn't really flood it when
I
they lost to
understand.
my Steelers, but I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Try to be a little unbiased up here.
I'm full bias.
Ha!
The
a
hell?
little bit of bias. Yeah. Never hurt
What?
nobody.
Did y'all see it?
Oh, he's okay.
Full blown bias.
All right.
Now on to the real game today.
Oh.
Pittsburgh won. I was about to talk some crazy shit. Let me pipe down.
I'll let you take. Hey, man, go for it. You're on a roll right now.
Hey, Brian, you already know. Man, 44-38 win over the Bengals. When I was watching the game, I saw that was actually the highest scoring game in the NFL, combined totals between both teams this year.
Okay.
So going into this game, I can guarantee you nobody expected Pittsburgh to be in a game that was so high scoring due to the fact of the inconsistency of our offense the last couple of years. Here's a fun stat for you. This is the first time that the Steelers have scored 40 points in a game since 2018.
Damn.
I'm gonna say some names that was on that roster when we did that.
Okay.
Start off by leaving and saying Ben Roethlisberger was our
Clearly,
quarterback.
yes, of course.
5 touchdown passes.
All right, you're still kicking.
Yeah, of course. James Conner was our running back.
Okay.
He just signed an extension with Arizona.
Oh, damn.
Been in Arizona for the last probably 4 years.
That's kind of funny.
Antonio Brown was still one of our wide receivers.
He was still on the squad. Holy shit.
That was year 1 or year 2, Juju Smith-Schuster.
Okay.
So, and I honestly, if I'm not mistaken, I think Cam Newton played in that game for the Panthers.
Oh, wow.
So just to give you some names, Luke Kuechly, I think, was another name for a Panthers player that if you know ball, you know ball. That would know. So just to show you the change in the game since then. I also want to give a shout out to Mr. Unlimited, Russell Wilson. Russ threw for
good for y'all, man.
Hey man, Russ threw for the his second highest passing yard total in a game today.
Really? Just in his career?
In his career.
He's rejuvenated with the
man. That's what happens when you come to the winning side.
Apparently,
you feel me? Russell Wilson today, 29 completions on 38 attempts, 414 yards through the air, 3 touchdowns and an interception.
Wow. Damn,
shout out Najee. Najee also held his thing down, 16
Najee
carries.
Who?
Harris.
Oh, okay.
Who the hell you think I was talking about?
Najee Marshall.
Yeah, fuck that nigga.
We got beef with Najee Marshall, but we'll explain that later.
Digress, and then shout out to my wideouts. Early in this year we talked a lot about not having playmakers, and I've got to see my guys, step up to the plate and do the things that they needed to do. Since they've got Russ out there kind of throwing them the ball, it's looked like we didn't really need to go get an extra playmaker. It was like we had the guys on roster. We just needed to get the right guy getting them the ball.
Okay.
The defense also defense disappointed me a little bit with the amount of points you gave up. However, Cincinnati is a good offense. So you take the good with the bad. And when the defense needed to step up and make plays, they forced fumbles, they caused turnovers. That's all you can ask for. We even scored on defense today.
All right.
Little scoop and score type action. You feel me? So shout out us.
Nice.
Fuck the Bengals.
Nice.
We still on top. You mad? I don't give a fuck. All right, on to the next. We got.
Sorry.
I'm not.
We got Cardinals Vikings. Vikings squeaked by 1-point win.
Yeah, shout out to Vikings. I think they're really just trying to get it back on track. They
Kyler
started
Murray.
the year out.
Kyler Murray's still kicking.
Yeah, man, Kyler's actually looked pretty good
He's
this
looked pretty
year.
good
I'm not
this year
gonna
for
lie.
the Cardinals.
Honestly,
I was a big fan of his in college. He was really. I remember him being like a. Was he a double athlete or something like that?
yeah,
Like,
baseball.
it was like, is he gonna go for MLB?
Well, he
or
was.
is he
I
gonna
believe
go
he was
for
drafted to the A's, and then
Really?
he was drafted.
Yeah,
A lot of
That's cool.
quarterbacks that
That's cool.
played, like Russell Wilson was too. Russell Wilson was drafted in the MLB draft, but went to the NFL.
So is there like a rule that says like, okay, you can't play both sports?
No, it's an option. It's a choice.
Like,
Unless
you can't play in both leagues.
Well, Deion Sanders did it.
Really?
So did Bo Jackson.
I
Deion Sanders played for the Braves and the Falcons around the same time.
What year was this?
Back in like the 90s.
Oh, drugs were crazy back then.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I wasn't around. I wasn't
Lawrence,
alive
what was his
doing
name?
them.
Lawrence Taylor has many of interviews saying he was fucking doing coke and then going out there getting like 3-4 sacks a game.
You know, if you people out there think that your favorite athletes weren't high on coke back in the day, you're out of your fucking minds. Like, do the research. Cocaine was what was getting these people.
Yeah, everybody was doing that shit.
Get those numbers that y'all look at and go, wow, like, dog, like, no, it's seriously. The only thing that only sport that cocaine had a bad effect on was the NBA for some reason. This is mine.
That's fine. I got that one there too. And the torch.
Probably use that one. Yeah, no, that honestly, cocaine in the NBA seemed to harm that league. Cocaine in any other sport, you was kicking up. It was going in for some reason. I don't know. You know, the old saying, Jordan played with a bunch of cokeheads. You know, that actually looked like, okay, well, that's bad.
Cokehead don't want smoke.
Every time you mention cocaine around this guy, Offset tweets out one tweet about Chris Brown, and now it's a mural.
Cokehead don't want smoke.
Stop saying that before we get added.
Random ass cokehead gonna
Just a random cokehead.
Random ass cokehead.
Don't do drugs, anybody.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Next game.
Yeah, I'm about to say off topic. Well, right now, at time of recording, the Rams are up against the Saints right now with the ball and under a minute left in the fourth. So we'll see how that turns out.
Hopefully, nothing crazy happens.
The Panthers are leading the Bucks, and I know that's kind of crazy because I just called y'all shit like a week ago, and I still kind of stand on it. But shout out y'all, man.
Like
looking a little
words right now.
I'm not. I promise you, I'm not. Y'all just look a little less shitty today, and that's all that matters.
Well,
any given Sunday.
All that matters is that you're less shitty than you were last time.
Baby steps.
I'm gonna take the positive. Glass half full. You know?
That motherfucker half empty. Nah, I'm lying. I actually told my dad earlier today. Shout out Bryce
Adams
Young.
Over here.
Shout out Bryce Young.
Shout out Bryce Young.
He's looked better these last couple of weeks.
Is that the second shout out he's gotten on this show? I'm gonna stop
know.
shouting out Bryce Young.
Maybe. I don't fucking know.
He's gonna have to pay us.
He should. The hell?
Hell yeah.
Pay my car note.
Pay something. Pay something. Huh?
Hey man, all right, man. Fuck that.
Battle of the Birds, last in not last, but second to last game for the night that's going on.
At least
right
it's
now.
late. I think the Monday night. I mean, not Monday. Sunday night game is
second to last game for the night. Battle of the Birds. You got Eagles, Ravens. Close game right now. Eagles up 14-12. That looks good at the time of recording. Obviously, by the time you see this, you guys will be either very happy or very upset, depending on who your team is. So
more numbers for you guys, real quick. I could use Lamar and them losing this game. It'll give us a game and a half over them in our division. But neither here nor there. With the win that we took today, we're still a half a game ahead. So we're still staying first.
Nice.
Lamar Jackson has a career record against NFC opponents of 23-1. So he's cooking the NFC.
Taking the NFC out of the crib.
So
he's turning them around and he's smacking them on their bottom.
Belts to asses. Funny for you real quick. The last NFC quarterback to beat Lamar Jackson, Daniel Jones. The same guy that just got cut by the Giants.
Oh wow.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
Small world.
NFL is funny.
It just goes to show you football is a team sport.
Well, it is. It is.
Football is, I say it all the time, basketball is a type of sport. One person can actually take over a game, whereas in football, one person can try to take over one side of the field, but you cannot really take over the whole game.
That's true.
I think that's why we haven't talked about it, but I'll briefly cover. I think that's why Travis Hunter gets so much hype in college football, is because right now the Heisman battle is between him and Ashton Genty.
Okay.
You know, Travis is a elite two-way athlete, like 4 picks on the year, 10 plus receiving touchdowns. The man is doing his shit. Ashton Genty is out in Boise State running all over boys. He's got 2,000 yards on the ground. He's probably close to maybe a little like 21, 23 total yard, like all purpose if you include receiving probably as well.
Damn.
And a lot of people feel like Ashton should be the walk-away, Heisman here because of what he's doing. But Travis Hunter can legitimately take over a game from both sides of the ball,
which is rare in that sport.
And that's why it's
very
special.
Rare in that sport.
So, neither here nor there. And just while I was just talking shit, it looks like the Eagles have put on another score, so it's 20 to 12 right now in the fourth. So,
oh yeah, they did.
You'll rarely see me root for the Eagles, but I need them to pull this one out.
Ha. Fly, Eagles, fly.
It'll make my Sunday really good.
Apparently.
Seeing the Ravens lose and then seeing us beat Cincy, it'll just make it a really good Sunday for me.
Funny. 49ers and Bills is the last game for this evening. That should be a pretty decent one, right? Niners.
It depends.
Buffalo been playing decent, huh?
Yeah, man. Buffalo is good.
Okay.
It's San Francisco.
I'm learning, guys. I'm learning my football. I'm learning as I go.
San Francisco been pretty injured this year, so I don't know who's really playing today, who's not playing. And a big thing, kind of like what we talked about with Miami. Not saying that San Francisco can't win when it's cold, but I am saying that it's snowing in Buffalo as we speak. Yikes. And it doesn't really do that in California.
Zoinks.
So we'll see how the 49ers look. We'll see how the 49ers look, but Buffalo should really be able to win this, if I'm being honest.
Hey, let us know, if you want to revisit this video or when this video comes out, let us know in the comments how that game was.
Yeah.
What you thought about it.
You can tell me if I was wrong.
And, we got a couple games for the rest of the week, but, we'll cross those bridges when we get there because it is the present.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
A couple NBA games going on right now, I believe. I know my Knicks are up on the Pelicans.
Hell yeah.
Ha 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 ha. Halftime in Cleveland, I believe. Yeah, halftime in Cleveland. Boston is trailing the Cavs by 2. Oh shit, that's how true it is. Just dropped the blunt. Shame on me. Boston down to 49. Don't laugh at me. Stop laughing at me. See,
nigga.
It happens. This nigga is trying
true.
To patronize me right now.
That's how true.
Yeah.
That's there. That's funny.
Yeah, we're up 30 on the Pelicans right now. That's my Knicks. You guys can say what you want about the Knicks, but they're doing stuff like that. Oh, it's the Pelicans. It's the Pelicans.
You're supposed to beat the Pelicans like that.
Exactly. We're supposed to do this.
You got to beat the teams.
I can't be excited that my team is
man.
doing what they're supposed to be doing. Well, you can go to hell.
Bro, they're all pros. And it doesn't mean that we can't be the better team, but they're all professionals. You line up against who you got to play that night, and you just have to be better.
Pelicans are pretty injured, though. They are pretty injured.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it like they're
today,
not. What I'm saying is we are in a position where we shouldn't go out there and struggle against the Pels. You feel me? Exactly. We have no reason to. So that's my point. That's all.
What's next?
Miami, Toronto.
Toronto.
That's in the second quarter.
Neck and neck.
Yeah, 55,
Toronto's
54.
up 55-54 on Miami. You're going to see how that turns out.
Yeah, that should be good.
Later on, we got OKC Houston. Battle of the young.
That should be really good. Both, but Houston's look really good. They've impressed me so far.
Very surprised me a lot.
Yeah, they've impressed me a lot so far.
Shout out Jalen Green and Alperen Sengun. All them other guys out there in Houston getting it done.
Shout out.
And we're gonna see what Shea do also. Shea is Shea. All right, we got Lakers Jazz tonight. Hopefully Bron and them, they post to get that win. They supposed to get it done, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
LA's been a little shaky lately, but
LA's beat the teams. Honestly, LA's kind of like one of them teams that's like, I don't know what Utah record is, but I think I've seen somewhere that
bad.
I've seen somewhere that LA has a great record against losing teams, and it's the teams that have winning records that they're struggling
All right,
against.
well,
So
I guess when you're kind of middle of the pack in the West,
yeah,
it's kind
it
of
can
always
happen.
better, you know. We got Mavs, Blazers. Are the Mavs still without Luca?
Let's see. I should have tell me. My phone want to act like you got
But
some fucking
well, if
sense.
you haven't been following while he looks that up, Mavs have been without Luca for the past few games. He's got a little nagging injury that I guess is keeping him out of action or whatever.
He's a
But
game time decision.
game time. Okay, so today
But
he
no
might come
Clay,
back.
no Derek Lively. Kyrie is also a game time decision.
You know, I'll tell you who they do have. Najee Marshall.
He's out.
He's out.
Bitch
He's
ass
out
nigga.
against them.
Bitch ass nigga.
So we played Dallas earlier this week. The New York Knicks. Spoiler alert: we lost. Ha ha ha. Oh no. You lost without Luca? Yeah, we did. So what? They had Kyrie. The leading scorer of that game was it was Brunson, right? I think it was Brunson.
Yeah, I think he
But
31.
for Dallas, the leading scorer of that game was Najee Marshall. Don't know who told this man to turn into Luca, but he had a nice, I think it was 24 or something like that.
24.
Every time we tried to come back, or it looked like we was close, or we was neck and neck with them, he's just like, what happened? Really? Like, I get these are NBA guys, but like,
I
really?
think sometimes what happens is a guy flies so far under the fucking radar that you don't draw up an answer for him. I've seen that happen a lot. Like,
you gotta draw up something for Najee Marshall.
no, it's not necessarily that you should have had to. It's that you go into that game so focused on so many other pieces that he just has the good game.
Damn.
You know?
It sucks though, man.
Oh, it does. Because those are the games you have to win.
Yeah, I wanted to win that game, but it's all right. It looks like we're gonna win tonight. I just had to, you know, while we were on the Dallas Mavericks, I needed to vent that out real quick. That had been bothering me all week. Really wanted that win. But be that as it may, life goes on. Dallas, Portland, San Antonio, and Sacramento tonight also should be a good. San Antonio they're not looking too, you know. They got ways to go, but they're not, you know, they're not too shabby. Wemby's definitely, he's developing.
He's definitely took
at
some
the
steps,
rate he's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. Sacramento, Fox has been playing like an all-star. Sabonis been playing like an all-star. Damn near DeRozan been playing like an all-star.
Yeah, I'm about to say, even Debo been going nuts.
They might have 3 all-stars this season if they could stay in that top 4 to 5-ish, maybe.
Yeah, it's hard to
depending on what that record is like, that win-loss look like, you know.
It's hard to not
see them squeaking in there.
Good.
And then what we got? Last of the night. Ooh, nice one. We got Denver, LA, live from Inglewood.
Yes. Russ return.
I'm kind of full off of Nuggets. I don't know about you. It's funny, we lost to Dallas and Najee Marshall, but we beat Denver and Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray also. So, and we beat them bad. I know some of you guys out there saw that score. We blew them out.
We whooped that ass
in Denver.
Great. That's the thing about New York. They kind of
we can beat all the good teams. It's just a matter of how we doing that night. Like,
yeah, about to say,
on any given night,
we
can beat any team in the NBA.
Yeah, like I was saying, it just depends on who's hitting that night, how shit looks, you know.
Yep.
So,
and then
we're a funny team.
Yeah, but that's that's just the slate of games. Now we had a couple topics that we wanted to get into and stuff like that. We just wanted to run through the quick schedules and everything. You know, make sure you guys comment your picks and your favorite teams and all of that.
Yeah, please.
While we were on the Nuggets, I guess we could just go right into to the first little topic. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up this guy's numbers real quick. If you haven't been following, though, obviously Nikola Jokic seems to be on his way to another MVP this year. He is playing out of his mind, and it's honestly scary. At the moment, he's averaging the most, I believe, the most points, rebounds, and assists so far, something like that. Like, he's averaging career highs in all his categories. 29.7 point. Oh, somebody's leaving. 29.7 points, 13.1 rebounds, 10.6 assists on 56.8% from the field. So he's averaging a triple-double while shooting over 50.
Damn near 60.
And I think his 3-point splits are at around 50 also.
Click it.
So
I'm curious to know.
might as well. Let's see. Where's the stats?
Right there. Hold that up.
He's shooting 53% from 3-point, which is a career high. Yep. For a guy that's shot high 30s his whole career, I'm looking at the numbers now. He's that's insane for him to go up like that.
Yeah,
That's insane.
crazy growth.
Yeah, holy hell. That man Jokic is
Yeah.
certainly a specimen, I'll tell you that.
Nigga is a fucking freak.
But yeah, the conversation at hand is I wanted to bring up because I feel like it's, if nobody's having it already, we might as well. Is he already a top 5 center of all time? Is Nikola Jokic a top 5 center of all time already?
Well, I think let's sit with it for a sec.
Well, I think if we sit with it, if we talk about it, we got to talk about who the comp is, right? Who's
Yeah.
up there? Arguably, you could say Kareem. Let's just to save arguing, most
Kareem,
people
Shaq.
have Kareem 1, Shaq. If you don't have Shaq second, I want to hear who you have second because
Bill.
I mean, yeah, you could, Bill. You could say
Maybe.
Bill third or whatever. I'm not taking Bill second, but let's just talk about him. Okay, let's go Kareem. You can go Shaq. You can go Bill and Wilt. Obviously, now this 5th spot
Gets tricky.
gets very tricky. Do you put Nikola Jokic, the 3-time MVP, 1-time NBA champion, all of that, or do you do Hakeem Olajuwon, the 1-time MVP, 2-time NBA champion, defensive player of the year? Now, people forget about Dream. People really forget about Dream. I'm a Dream fan. I love Hakeem Olajuwon. He's so underrated in my opinion. People don't realize he was the top center in the 90s. It was him. Shaq was the top center in the 2000s. The 90s belonged to Dream. All the other centers were at the mercy of Dream. David Robinson could squeak in there. He squeaked in there a little bit with San Antonio towards the end.
Yeah.
But as far as just consistent dominance throughout the 90s, you walked into Houston. Uh-oh. So
do this. Let's go pull it up.
it's over there.
Yeah, so we can have them. Side by side.
Right? It's a good comparison to make. I think if you were to discuss anybody at that 5th, it'd be Hakeem, and then maybe you could probably throw Jokic in there if you want to talk about it.
So about 18.
He's hard to work right now.
18 years. You're looking at the numbers side by side. Now I'm not saying because I disagree. I mean, obviously Hakeem is a staple.
Of course.
So
I think
the first question I ask, because if we're going individual opinion, I think the first question I have to gather is what's more important to you. You feel me? Now, going back to what you said when we're listing off accolades, okay? If I look at numbers, I also have to assume because Jokic ain't done yet.
He's not. He's still got a ways to go.
He's not done yet. So I'm not mad if we have him 6, 7. Like if somebody's sitting in your list and you're breaking down a list and you have him sitting in that gap, I'm not mad at that. But what I do look at is 3 MVPs.
3.
You think on the way to maybe his 4th?
Now currently he's the MVP right now, unless somebody throughout the season drastically changes something. He's the guy right now.
1-time champion. Couple of all-star pools. He's gonna get this year's nod. He's in his prime, so he's probably gonna get a couple more. When it's all said and done, no question. I think what I look at right now on the table, there's no question about it. He's a top 5 of all time.
You think he's got 5?
It's hard to say no. I think the only other thing that you like we're talking about, the only thing he can really start adding on is championships.
That's true.
Like I say, a championship is a team accolade. There are niggas that are all-time greats at their position that never won one or only got one
True.
because of just the situation they were in. So if I'm sitting here and I'm gonna pick a list, I'm not gonna let championships weigh but so much in it because they mean something, but they mean more for a team. If I'm
Okay.
sitting here thinking championships, we're talking some of the best teams of all time,
That's
and then I'm
true.
breaking down championships.
Well, you want to talk about teams? Them two teams that Dream had,
You feel like
they were which one?
whichever one works.
They were. I don't want to say they were stacked because they weren't stacked. They were fit for him. You had Sam Cassell, Vernon Maxwell, Robert Ory, Dream.
and and
Who's that other guy? They had somebody else. I might.
you
be
also got to think
forgetting.
about it too, bro.
Kenny Smith, the Jet. Kenny. Yes, sir. New York in the building, man. What up, Jet?
what the NBA was asking
Mm.
an elite big to do in Hakeem's era versus what they're asking an
To
elite
do
big
now,
to do
he was
now.
really the only one doing it, honestly.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and that, but that's also my point. Like,
That's what set him apart.
if we're comparing numbers, obviously, certain numbers that Joker's gonna have is gonna look better than Hakeem.
Well, you know, the defensive numbers are always going to go to Hakeem.
Yeah.
But
that's my
that's why
point.
I like
too.
to break it down to categories. I just like to break it down to categories. I like who's a better scorer between the two of them. You could say Jokic. I'll give it to Jokic because he has a better.
I think
three
Jokic
ball.
is a better scorer, but I think Hakeem's game is prettier.
Right, better passer. Obviously, Jokic. Duh. 3-point shooter. You know, better shooter. Yoke. Rebounder. I give it to Dream.
Yeah.
Defender. I give it to Dream. Post scorers. It's closer than people think, but you still got to give it to Dream.
I think
right?
it just looks smoother.
Yeah,
kind of back to the eye test.
That's his
when
game.
We were talking Braun
yeah,
and Mike.
That's his game.
It's like Braun is more. Yoke scores in some of the most unorthodox looking ways just because that's just his game. So he gets in the post and he'll do a couple of weird moves and he looks kind of funny doing them just because it's him and the way he moves and shit. But Dream was putting motherfuckers in a blender in that fucking post. The footwork was ridiculous.
So like, all the categories, point to Jokic, and then like you said, then that's when you graduate to body of work now, accolades, this all stars, all
like
NBAs,
that.
But Jokic ain't done yet. So the fact that he's not done and it's already the discussion.
Yeah, that's why I say I don't have a question about it. That when it's all said and done, you put him in that conversation.
Oh, when it's all said and done, he'll probably be top 5. If he gets one more, you could probably just solidify it.
Well,
honestly. If he gets
more
ring,
you figure even if he got one more ring this year, for example, and retired tomorrow, it's solidified.
Yeah, he's good. He's the he's the guy.
There's definitely, like I said, we're getting to look at Dream's body of work, and we're appreciating what it is, and we're still seeing
Dream.
We're still seeing it. Yeah, we're seeing Yoke do his shit.
Yoke got a little bit of Dream in him too, though. The way he moved around, that pivot foot and all of that. So, but so as top 5,
the greats watch the greats.
If he's not there already, he's certainly on his way.
Like I said, I'm not mad if he's in that conversation. I'm also not mad if he's right on the outside, just to give it some more time.
Usually, we always say it depends on your preference. It's how you feel about it. What your criteria is and stuff.
Just kind of gotta. I'm definitely ready to see how that kind of unfolds. I mean, while we're still talking basketball, we can jump to my topic.
Go for it.
I wanted to talk. We're gonna go college ball real quick. We haven't really touched a lot of college up here. I really don't know how much college will get covered up here. Not because it's a knock to college, I try to keep up with the relevancy of everything.
Of course. Catch us around March. We'll get
obviously,
we'll get more into it around March.
So,
but you definitely got to talk about.
I wanted to touch base on the main event.
At the moment, he is. Yep, that man Cooper Flagg. He's he's looking like he's on his way.
Right now, what I do have pulled on Cooper is I know he's leading Duke in every like main category right now. So Last I checked on stats, I'm having him pull it up just to double check. But last I checked on everything, he's averaging almost 18 a game, 9 rebounds a game, pretty much 4 assists a game. I think maybe it's dropped. Yeah, that's probably it right now. It's probably just dropped a little bit. So right now he's at 16, 8 and 4 though, which is still close to what I just said. 44. Yeah, so man,
as a freshman, fastest to like I forgot the exact numbers, man, but fast like I think it was like 100 plus points. Oh wow,
500 or like 500 plus points or something like. No, I think it's 100. It's like 100 plus points. 50 plus rebounds, like 50 assists, or like 20 assists or some shit. Some weird set of numbers, but he's like fastest freshman to do it.
He's a 6'9", and he got him running guard right now. So when he gets to the league, he'll end up being probably a guard forward, running more 3. They might put him at some 4, depending on
depending on the lineup.
He's 205, not that bad, not too bad size.
Still a room to grow, like room to put on more weight. You figure at the age he's at too. At the age he's at, he might hit 6'10", 6'11", because he's still growing.
He's 17, right?
Yeah. He's a freshman. He's still growing.
17, 18. Yeah, man. Cooper Flagg is really good, really early. We all knew that though. We seen him in high school. So we all knew how good he was. But
yeah, if you follow ball, you seen the clips of him out there with the USA team.
Hell yeah.
Killing that shit.
You knew, if you heard about it over the summer, man, he gave that USA team at work when it was, training. So shout out Coop, man. He's certainly on his way. I hope for his sake he gets drafted into the right situation.
Yeah, man.
Right now it's looking like, Washington, Utah, Philly might squeeze in. His best case scenario is that he gets drafted by Philly. Like Philly fucks up enough this season that they get the number 1 pick and they take him. That's enough to revamp your franchise right there.
Oh, yeah.
I believe you get Maxey, Cooper Flagg. PG, you hold on to Embiid just for the time being. You got him to hold. Pray, stay healthy. And then you just run it with that cast. That's something. That's something.
That's spooky. I could fuck with that. I could get behind that.
Or for one of these teams, if I'm San Antonio, I'm telling Vic, just hold on one more season. Let us get this kid, and then you and him take over. Like, because Cooper Flagg with Victor Wembanyama, that'd be awesome.
Ooh.
That'd be awesome. That's enough to make Pop stick around. Like, if he's even thinking about retiring, that's enough to keep
just to see
around.
what happens.
Yeah,
man.
yo.
Let's see what we can do.
Not only are you coaching Vic, but now you're coaching him too. Oh yeah. I'm a fan of that. I'm a big fan of San Antonio getting somebody so Vic got some help, yo. Because I want to see what he can do, man. I want to see him reach his full potential.
Yeah, man. You just got to have him. And already being in San Antonio is the right situation for Vic.
Absolutely.
You just got to let San Antonio continue to build around him like you would hope they're going to do.
But like I said, you got the other teams that need a guy like him, like Washington, Utah. New Orleans is looking kind of bad right now also.
Yeah, who else is down there?
Yeah, so but as far as his talent goes, he's got it, man.
Yeah, man.
He's got it. He could put the ball in
It's been hoop.
He's got an advanced offensive game.
It
seems like already.
In the last couple of years, and I'm pretty sure you can attest to this, with the exception of Wemby and then like a lot of that hype that was around like Zion before him. There hasn't really been a lot of big hype.
It hasn't
around who's going to be the guy coming out.
It hasn't.
Going into this year, everybody knew Cooper Flagg. Like they knew the name, they knew the face. They knew they just had to see the product once he went to Duke because
exactly.
he had to. And now that he's there and he's putting up numbers like he's putting up numbers, it's he's kind of brought back that hype that you had.
Well, man, he's playing really good. So more power to you, Coop.
Man, shout out Coop.
I know the season's still early in the season, but we're gonna he got to get his 3 ball up a little more though. That'll develop. I'm not too concerned about that. He's averaging a block and a steal. That means he defends too.
Yeah. He definitely defends.
Yeah,
he definitely defends.
Yep,
that's tough.
Work on your jump shot a little bit. Get that NBA 3 going.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
It'll be cool.
I can't wait to see it.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm big on Coop, man. I fuck with Coop.
Shout out Cooper Flagg, man. We look forward to watching you develop, young man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So while we're still on hoops, before we graduate to to another topic, then move on to Survivor Series and all of that. Recently the NBA changed their All-Star format. I believe it's what is it like 4 teams now? There's gonna be 4 teams of 8, and then one of them is gonna be a Rising Stars team also.
Yeah, the winner of the Rising Star,
Yeah.
the Rising Star stuff,
And,
gets to be the 4th team.
It's supposed to be I guess a way to draw attention now, or to make it more entertaining, or to make the players want to play more. How do you feel about it, buddy? Because I got some feelings about it, but I'm curious. How you feel about it?
I don't not like it personally. Let's see. This is probably about a year or so ago, I think it was. But I was having a conversation with my dad, and I said something not exactly to what they're saying, but I said something similar. I think would be a kind of a cool adaptation on the All-Star game. Now, I'm a fan of trying to give it more of a pickup feel, because it seems like that's when they give you more intensity.
Yeah,
like
right.
it feels like in the years of the All-Star game being what was a regulation basketball game with the best of what was supposed to be the best of the best of the season, them niggas get out there and they try to entertain. Yeah. But when you put hoopers out there and you tell them hoop, sometimes they actually hoop. So maybe people aren't going to be a fan of how it looks. Maybe we have to give it some time to just see how things develop and see what we think about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think going down there and it's not like the niggas don't know we want them to play more competitive. They see it. They're on social media.
Half of them don't care.
That's what I'm saying. So you got to shake it up somehow. I don't know.
I guess,
the last couple of years have just been trial and error any fucking way. What's the
I'm
worst that can happen? I mean, at the end of the day, if you do it this year, just niggas don't like it, you just switch back. Like, at some point in time, the All-Star Weekend, we can get into that later, but the All-Star Weekend begins to look like a wash anyway, because of what people are,
The dip in quality has been very noticeable for some reason, but I don't know. I'm shit. If you leave it up to me, I'll just hold the All-Star game in fucking Chris Brickley's gym. If that's the case, these motherfuckers, you watch the Brickley runs over the summer. I think, who was it, Stephen A that said it? Just play as hard as you play over the summer during those runs. We see this nigga Brickley post clips of, you see all the pros. You see Bron done had a run out there. You be seeing all the pros out there running. Bucket, they going at each other. JB out there. Yeah. You be having the rookies out there. Bronny and them be out there. They be killing
too.
They be killing, yo.
Good.
They go at each other, throwing lobs, all of that. Like, just play like that. One game, play like that. You don't gotta foul hard or whatever. Just and you still see some of them get in there and they hoop. They play, and then you got the lazy ones that jog, and I'm just gonna take this deep three. Like, nah, come on, man. Like, as far as the new format goes, like, staying on topic. My bad. Just staying on topic. I don't want to write it off completely. Just at first glance, like, it just I gotta see it. I gotta see it, man. I'm a big fan of East across your chest, West across your chest, and who's the best conference. Let's play to see it. We got the best players over here, or do y'all got the best players over there? Because I think the championship is East versus West anyway.
You made a point.
I don't know.
You made a point the other day when we was on the phone, and I think, kind of like you said, you're not going to get that out of them. Give them something to hoop for.
That too.
Give them a reason for why they're out there doing more than just showing off.
Exactly. Yeah,
showing off the talent.
What did I say? I said the other day, like, okay, they play for charities a lot, right? You got the, like, team this person just playing for this charity. I'm not a villain. I don't mean to sound like one. Fuck the charities. Put the bread in these niggas' pockets. I bet you they play a little harder. You tell them that the shit ain't going to charity. Yo, we split. We playing for a couple mil, and we split it between everybody on the winning team.
NBA Twitter.
You said a couple. Oh shit! I bet.
Right.
Okay, I'll play a little harder. Shit.
NBA
When it comes down to it, whoever hit the game winner, whoever hits the winning shot or whatever, is they get a little bonus or something. I had niggas at the end of the let me see that. Like, yeah.
Nah, bro. What I was about to say,
Shit.
I done seen niggas have conversations about going back to, like you said, going back East versus West,
Which they
and
did.
having it. Okay, whichever conference wins that All-Star game is the conference that's gonna get home court advantage
Oh
in the
yeah, see
finals.
something like that. I saw that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you feel me? Like just little shit like that, just something extra.
Damn, is this shit blowing cold air? I don't know if you guys are picking up we got a heater right under the table. It's a little chilly right now. So I don't know if the mic's even picking that up. If it has, and you're still kicking it with us, appreciate that.
Yeah, tough.
It's just a little cold. That's all. But yeah. I mean, you could just give them something to play for. Just give them like I don't. It's not. It shouldn't be that hard. I mean, come on. Like,
I don't think it's like I said, I don't think it's that it's hard. I just think they not. You get out there, it's supposed to be my little bit of break in the middle of the
then
year.
don't show up. Why are you showing up?
So they're not really giving.
That's my thing.
Probably.
Forfeit your all-star shit because we all know it's countless snubs every year, right? Excuse me. Every year somebody gets snubbed at the all-star game. It happens. There's just not enough spots.
Yeah.
If you plan on showing up and half-assing it, just say like, "Nah, I'm forfeiting my spot. Somebody else could take my spot as a replacement." Because I guarantee you, the motherfucker that got snubbed is gonna want to play hard.
You're not wrong. You're probably not wrong, honestly.
I mean, I'm just, I don't work for the league, whatever. I'm not really,
I think, like we're saying, they'll have to look at it. I understand the trying of new shit just to figure stuff out. You also, as a league, are going to do what you feel like is more marketable.
Exactly.
It's going to make you more money.
It's a business at the end of the day. So,
because like, I'm a fan of the way they did it in a sense of that Rising Stars team being that fourth team.
Yeah,
because I could bet you that be the team that'll give niggas a run for their money.
That'd be the team playing hard side of everybody.
Exactly,
yeah.
and that might be what makes it appealing, And depending on how they break it up, you figure 4 teams, you might go 3 captains, and let the captains pick from who the pool is.
Yeah.
So a cap gets to put their team together.
Yeah, probably. Oh, you think so? You think that's another thing? Maybe. How are they going to do the captains this year?
I would probably go with your 3 top votes.
Your three top votes?
The 3 top vote getters be your captains.
And
so let's just say, for example,
let's just say for Rising Stars game. Do you like that? MVP
so they say, well, I thought they said it's the winning squad, the winning squad or whatever.
Well, how did the Rising Stars game change too?
I don't know. Look,
see,
I would say we would have to think about it because if it changed like it did, then it's a team of 8, which I think it might have.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Right. I mean, we have the fucking internet.
We're not cavemen.
Yeah, man. Let's look it up. I'm gonna look up this fucking format.
Well, you look that up. I'm gonna look this up. Well, yeah. While he's doing that, guys, let us know what you think, man. Because I would like to hear a bunch of opinions about how you guys feel about this this new format of the All-Star game, and then if you guys got any suggestions of what you guys might think, make what would make it a little bit better, make the players want to play in it a little bit more. Please let us know. Hopefully, maybe Adam Silver will see this shit because they need our help. Let's work together. Ah, Jesus.
Yes. So they did indeed change the format. So the Rising Stars thing last year was 4 teams played in a tournament bracket style.
Was it really? I didn't even watch
with that team being crowned. Okay. So you figure you play that same format. The winner of that is the 4th team in your All-Star game.
Okay.
And then, like I said, if we leave the breakdown how I'm assuming, you go your top 3 vote getters become your captains. The rest of the guys get voted in. You have your player pool. You hold a pick like they held the pick the last couple of years. You have a little live event. Everybody on a little probably video call. We can be in place now, so they might have everybody in one location.
Uh-huh.
You sit there, you shoot the shit, laugh, joke. Probably have the fucking do the whole ceremony and everything. You get the teams laid out.
Yeah.
You turn around, you get to the game day, and you break up your teams and your brackets. You play, you crown your champion. And I think what you're hoping for is the less teams and the smaller score dynamics. I think it's to a score limit. I believe that's how the damn hit my mic. Fuck.
Careful now.
Let's see. Let's see. New All Star game format. Let's pull that up. All right, bear with me. I'm scrolling through the article.
Better speed read.
Instead of one All-Star game, there is expected to be a series of shorter games. And according to Shams, I say Shams. It's Shams. I digress. With the format, like we said, 3 All-Star teams with 8 players on the roster, and that 4th team will be the winner of the Rising Stars Challenge. That format actually changed in 2022 per article.
It might have been proposed in 2022, but I know last year
Which has
was
used
regular.
a tournament format since 2022.
Tournament?
Yes, the Rising Stars.
Oh, the Rising Stars.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, the
That's what I said.
Rising Stars.
It's been using it since 2022.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Okay.
It says the first 2 games will constitute the semifinals.
Okay.
And each will have a target score of 40 points.
Yes, I remember that. I remember seeing that.
The 2 winners will advance to a finals, which the target score will be 25 points.
25. This Rising Stars still?
No, that's your All-Star game.
The All-Star thing is going to work. Okay.
The All-Star
game
format
game ain't going to 40.
I don't know.
So my game 25, check up.
Intensity.
What, you gonna sub?
Well, probably not. You probably run your subs that 40 game, and that last game is probably the big 5s that you want to see.
All right.
You might sub if you need the sub, because like I said, I think what you're assuming, like, having that shorter score should make everybody, each point means something.
That's true.
Each basket means something. It should make you play better defense.
Yeah, I guess, like you said, create a sense of urgency.
And if I'm building the team the way I want to, then you get to see interesting looks of the 5 you're going to see on the floor.
That's true. All right.
On top of the fact that you got a squad of young bucks that if they make it out the semifinals, now everybody is, I'm curious to see if they can beat beat the big dogs.
I hope Wemby ain't out there.
As if that nigga not an All-Star.
He's gonna be an All-Star.
Exactly.
He'll probably be an All-Star. He'll be both. Rising Stars. He gonna pick which team you want to play for. That'd be cool for him. You have to choose who you want to play for. Knowing him,
I'm playing for the Rising Stars.
I'm playing for the Rising Stars.
Yeah, I'm playing for the Rising Stars.
Nobody over there stop me. Who can stop me over there? Who the fuck is gonna stop me?
Give me a team of niggas that actually give me the ball.
2nd-year players. Wemby. If Chet's healthy, Chet's out there with him. Boom, there's your 4 and your 5. Already giving niggas trouble. I'm trying to think first, 2nd-year players, man.
That's what I'm going. It's gonna be on that.
Probably get Dalton ass out there. Dalton Connect.
Yeah.
Who are the 2nd-year guys though, bro?
That's the thing.
Who was last year's Rookie of the Year? Wemby, obviously. Who was in his class?
I gotta look up that class.
Wemby
didn't have really a.
I don't know. It's like the rooks.
Remember last year's? Well,
I want to say Jared McCain, but I feel like there's more people. Like, but you throw McCain ass out there.
Though.
McCain, Dalton Connect, Wemby, Chet, and you a guard? You a nice guard? Nice first, second.
I guess it also just depends on, like I said, it's the format.
Mm-hmm.
So it also just depends on the way. If Wemby was a rising star and that's the team he's running with when he plays in the All-Star, format. It really just depends on who picked him up.
Yeah.
How he got picked up and the team that's laid out.
No,
so
Bron,
we don't know if it's a carry show or what. We don't know.
Bron gonna Wemby. Yeah, come here. That's looking funny. Oh shit. But that's cool though, man. I guess it's all right. Now that I'm thinking about the scenarios, let's see how it plays out. Let's see what the teams look like and how it's like,
That's why I say you can't write it off just yet.
Let's see what these jerseys look like.
Yeah, you got to figure 4 teams.
These jerseys look.
Well, 3 teams. You probably gonna get 3 different little All-Star variations.
You get the Rising Stars jersey too.
Yeah,
same shit.
So
because they where they at? They in Oakland, right? San Francisco, some shit like that. So. One or the other. Golden State. I know they out there.
I think so.
I think it's San Francisco.
Chase Center.
Chase Center, San Fran. You know, Steph might go off again. I don't know, man. He already got one All-Star MVP, but you know, Braun got more than one.
I'm
KD
about to
got
say
more
two
than
don't
one.
sound bad.
Kobe got more than all the greats. They got more than one. Steph in
That'd be the
San
place
Fran?
to do it.
Oh my
That'd
god!
be the place to do it.
Hey,
Losing their fucking
remember this,
minds.
y'all. Remember we said this just in case he gets it, yo. Just
I
in
want y'all
case
to
he.
come right back here.
I want
spam
y'all to
these
come right back to
comments.
this video and comment. He did it. He fucking did it. You guys are wizards. We're on Waverly Place. All right. So yeah, I mean, I guess you know that. Like I said, we'll see how it plays out. You
Yeah, that
guys
should be
let
cool.
us know your feelings about the All-Star game format, how you think it'll play out. You know, what you think. You know, how
Yeah.
you feel about it.
I'm open to opinions.
And yeah, we could you know, we'll cross that bridge next time we get there, man. Moving on now. Obviously, at the time of recording, you know, it's Sunday. Last night we had one of the big four pay-per-views, man. We had Survivor Series War Games last night. How they say it? Maybe War Games. Did I do it? Did I do good?
Yeah.
I did good.
Yeah, man. You did great. You did great.
Hell of a show. I'm hearing some people say it underwhelmed. I mean, I thought it was really good for the match card that they had. I'll try to go through it best I can just off the dome. First match of the night was the women's War Games match. I told you that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. You said you caught highlights.
Yeah, I peeped some of that.
That was
I was able to catch the highlights of that.
That was team Rhea versus Team Liv. What was it? Let me see if I could go off the dome. Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Io Sky, and last minute replacement for Jade Cargill, Bailey was up there. And opposite squad, Liv's team, you know, Liv Morgan, women's world champ, Nia Jax, women's champ. You had Candice LeRae, Tiffany Stratton, who both is Nia's friends, and then you had Raquel Rodriguez, who's, you know, Liv's muscle. And everybody in this match was very talented, man.
That's hard.
A lot of talented women in this match, yo. You know, WWE got one of the stacked women's rosters.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned that last episode.
Yeah, man. I definitely think we touched on the growth in the women's division.
Hell yeah. So that match was great. Io did, you know, her and Tiffany Stratton had their little moment when they both jumped off each side of the War Games cages.
Yeah. Okay, I saw that.
That was cool. Io she put a trash can over her head and did a moonsault, you know, back flipped off the shit. That was crazy. And Tiffany did her little swanton on.
I seen Rhea take Liv ass through a table.
Yeah, that's how she won the match. Liv took the pin, which was kind of surprising to me. I didn't think Liv was going to take the pin, but you know, Rhea pinning Liv, it's, you know, their rivalry.
Symbolic.
Their rivalry has to, you know, Rhea still wants that title back, so it makes sense for it to happen like that. All around great match though. I enjoyed it. It was very entertaining. You know, good storytelling and everything. Yeah, shout out to them. All the women do good in War Games all the time. So shout out to them. Next match we had LA Knight defending the US title against Shinsuke Nakamura. A returning Shinsuke Nakamura, by the way. They changed his music again, which is odd because they had it different on SmackDown the other day. And me and Mike, you know, shout out Mike if you're watching this. Shout out Mike. He'll be up here soon. The rest of you guys will meet him soon.
Shout out my boy.
We was talking about it. He said, "Did you hear his new music?" And I'm like, "Man, that shit is garbage, man." Like, yo, Def Rebel is the band that does a lot of the songs for WWE now. I think their contract is over at the end of the year. Thank God. Def Rebel have been butchering people's theme songs for the last couple of years, man. They've been changing them. They've been messing them up. It's oh my God. They got a couple good ones, but most of them are either outsourced or they're you know, they're just, okay, you got one. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Good
so
God.
Yeah, man. They changed. They put like a little generic hip hop beat over his regular shit. And then last night at War Games, they changed it to something completely different with a little more Japanese type of feel to it. But it was like, it's dark because he's, I guess, a dark samurai now. That's his character, I guess. But I mean, be that as it may, yeah, spoiler alert, new champ. Shinsuke beat LA Knight for the US title. Was not expecting that.
What to say, man? How do you feel about that?
I'm not mad at it. Shinsuke's reliable. He's been wrestling for 20 something years now, man. He's one of those. Um, he's one of those guys you could throw a title on him at any point in time, and he'll just give you good matches. At the very least, he'll give you good matches. You know what I mean? So, first match back from a hiatus though, and then LA Knight just out of nowhere. I mean, oh wow, that's new. I wasn't expecting that. Unless they have bigger plans for LA Knight, but I mean, what he wanted at SummerSlam in August, from August to November. That's a decent title reign.
Yeah.
So we'll see what he does.
Minute.
I'm not mad at it. You know, the match was pretty decent. You know, it's classic. You know, classic shit from both of them. This new Dark Shinsuke though, his new vibe he's got, you could tell he's like he's moving a little shiesty. Not gonna lie, he's moving a little shiesty. So you know, new U.S. champ. We'll see how that goes for him. Interesting to see how that goes. Next up, we had the IC title match, Intercontinental title match. Braun Breaker defending against Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser, Gunther's boy, which was cool. That was a fun match. I enjoyed that match. I'm a fan of all three of those guys. Sheamus is goated. We put him in the Hall of Fame yesterday. You know what I mean? Like he's done. He's Sheamus. He's goated. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? Ludwig Kaiser is on the rise, man. I love his character, man. He's such a prick. Like, you know. Is that a roach or is that the cherry?
That's the cherry.
The cherry just came out of the blunt I rolled because of this guy. I'm going to blame it on you.
Fuck you.
So Ludwig Kaiser, he's all right, man. I'm a fan of him, bro. I love what they're doing with him. I loved how he used to announce Gunther and shit, you know, with his little accent. His mannerisms is funny. He comes out and he does the hand behind the back, and you know his music is the same, but it's a little different. So he gets like a little dun 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 at the beginning. So he goes dun dun dun, and it's hilarious, bro. Like we fuck with Kaiser, bro. If you fuck with Kaiser, like I fucks with you, man. And his in ring work is awesome. He's sharp. That's one word to describe him. He's sharp. You know what I mean? So I fuck with him. I fuck with his character. I'm glad they're giving him a little push. Like he's on his way. He's definitely on his way.
That's tough.
And you know, obviously the defending champ, the motherfucker that won the match and retained his title, Braun Breaker. He is a Steiner all the way through. You can look at him and just like he is just a freak athlete. Every time he gets in the ring, he does something. I'm like, oh wow, like just his speed is crazy. He's next up, man. You can't go wrong though. The three of them guys, they was beating the shit out of each other for a long time. I'm glad they gave him the time they did though. They told a great story. Ludwig Kaiser being a little, you know, sneaky. Just when you thought Sheamus was gonna win it, Sheamus had him hit the brogue 1-2. Kaiser pulls the ref out the ring. You know, he's like, nah, not yet, right? So, that was good. Damn, man, I'm getting real cold over here. But yeah, that was cool, man. It was a great match, and like I said, Braun Breaker retained. You know, he's spearing everybody. Interesting to see where the IC title goes now.
Okay, that's tough.
They had a little triple threat. That was cool. World Heavyweight title was on the line. Gunther versus Damian Priest. I think I talked about it last episode. We you know, they're doing their they was doing the whole, you know, can Gunther really beat Priest? Because last time, you know, Finn Balor got involved and yada yada yada, all of this. I will say what though, this match was good. Obviously hard hitting. They had a thing though with Priest, like his arm, I guess was the target of the match for Gunther because he tweaked it or some shit like that. You know, he did a little kayfabe, oh my arm, and then Gunther saw it and he was like, oh yeah. And him being the ring general he is, bro. He's definitely the fucking ring general. I'll tell you that, bro, because he's that arm, man. To watch him work that fucking arm the whole match, bro, it's like he's twisting it up, boom, slam it. He's give me your arm, I'm gonna put you in this hole, but I'm gonna trap your arm. Like he's it was like, yeah, he's a surgeon, bro. I was watching a surgeon, boy. I think that's what Michael Cole said on commentary, like a surgeon at work, man. And it was good. And then Priest gets thrown to the outside, and here comes fucking Finn Balor again. Just when you thought it was wraps for them two, man. The man Finn pops out the blue, jumps off the steps, gives him a dirty coup de grace right in the stomach. Oh, ow, and to win the. It's funny though, because right after he does that, Gunther kicks him in the face. Gunther's like, "Yo, back up. Let me finish my fucking match." Type shit. He gives him a nasty boot in the face, right? And then gets Priest in the ring, and like I said, focusing on that fucking arm, bro. This was so. I love how this. He finished him like this. He took the arm, right, trapped it like this, and then put him in the fucking sleeper hold with his arm trapped. And it was like, okay. And then, yeah, you ain't getting out of that. Your arm already fucked. That was so awesome. Like he said, I'm gonna give you my sleeper hold, but I'm gonna trap your arm this time, just because it's like I know that's fucked. So let me do that. Oh yeah. Great match though.
Sounds like it. Sounds like
it was it was good. I liked it.
Definitely sounds like a banger.
It was, but I guess Priest ain't done with Balor yet, man, because apparently they was fighting backstage after the fact. I guess they tried to do a little interview with Finn, and then here come Priest, and then here come the rest of Judgment Day. They jump Priest and all that shit. It's so I guess they ain't finished with each other, but
that story's still being told.
To be continued. And then lastly, the main event, the reason why everybody showed up, you had Old Bloodline plus CM Punk, New Bloodline plus Bronson Reed. That had to be match of the night, though, man. That had to be match of the night. Main event it delivered, man. It delivered. The storytelling was there. The whole is our Punk and Roman Reigns gonna get along shtick that they were doing was awesome. They did a good job of making the New Bloodline look good. Jacob Fatu's a fucking star. But I told you that already. Jacob Fatu is a freak, man. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. This guy got in there and he was waxing ass. I mean, he was going in. This man flipping off of everything. Hitting this dude with this pop up, this Samoan drop. I'll give you a kick in the face, kicking the shit out of everybody. Like they had their moments, man, when they was looking like damn, they're probably gonna win, aren't they? But sure enough, everybody got along. Nobody turned on anybody. Of course, it was you had a little moment where Solo moved out the way and Roman accidentally speared CM Punk and shit. But that usually happens with those type of stories anyway. But yeah, it was a great match. Jimmy jumped off first of all, before that, Bronson Reed. Shout out Bronson Reed, man. He did his big one, didn't he? Isn't that what the kids say nowadays? He he fucking jumped off the War Games cage. Keep in mind, this is a 300-400 pound man. He jumped off the top of the cage, through the table, and Punk pulled Roman out of the Punk saved Roman, right? Pulled him off the table, and Bronson just goes straight through the fucking table, off the top of it.
That's a lot of motherfucking weight.
Big
boy.
Body.
That's a big ass nigga.
Big dude. If you guys don't know who Bronson Reed is, take a second, pull out your phone and Google Bronson Reed, and look at the size of that guy. And now picture him flying off of a 20-something foot structure through a table. Straight weight.
Like, god damn.
And then on the opposite side of things, you had Jimmy Uso. Shout out Jim Uso. Fucking jumped off the War Game shit onto a motherfucker through a table. Broke his toe. Shout out Jimmy Uso. Got a broken toe.
Shout out Jimmy, man.
You know? Sacrificing that toe for us, man. But crazy match. Shit was awesome. And then, like I told you, I loved how the end shot was Solo surrounded by all of them, and he ain't give a fuck. I'm still the tribal. That's what he said. I'm still the tribal chief, and he died. I'm at the house screaming, "Don't let him do you like that, Solo. If you go out on your sword, you swing on somebody. I'm just gonna do something. Don't let him." And he died. He does this. I'm like, yeah. Right before he gets fucked up, because he got fucked up. They did. Everybody got a piece.
I saw how it ended.
It ended pretty bad. Everybody got a piece of him at the end, but
boy,
he won't going out like no bitch, bro. And I appreciate.
What was it like 4 kicks?
He ate hold up. I think Jay kicked him. Then Jimmy kicked him. Then they both got him.
Then Sammy got him.
Nigga
took 4 kicks.
4 boots to the face.
Then he took a
Took
GTS.
a knee to the face. Punk gave him a dirty knee.
Followed by
Served
a
him
mean
right
ass.
Oh, go ahead,
Cut him
say
right in
it.
half.
Cut him right
Mean
in
ass
half.
spear.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That man Roman gave him a big one.
Fuck.
Yeah, man. Well, I guess like the announcer said, it ain't over because they won the war. But Solo is technically still the tribal chief. He still got the Ulafala. Still got his bloodline, even though they lost. So to be continued with that. But overall, Survivor Series was great this year, man.
Yeah, man.
It was great.
Definitely.
It was great. I enjoyed it. I hope if you watched it at home, I hope you enjoyed it too, bro. That shit was good. And now we got Raw tomorrow, Monday Night Raw. We got to fall out, see what's going on with that. Women's U.S. title, women's Intercontinental title, all of that. It should be a good week of wrestling coming up. What's AEW up to?
I don't know why you asked me.
Nah, we're not gonna make this an every episode thing. But yeah, man.
He just like making me seem like an asshole.
I just wanted to know if you do.
Man, they out there doing AEW shit.
Pretty much. I mean, pretty much. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, pal.
Hey, man. Guys, I'll be better. I promise you. I'm not here to cut AEW's ass.
I'm okay. I'm all right. Oh, I'm good. They at the crib screaming at me, put it out. Put it out. But watch this. My shorty be telling me, put it out, yo. I'm like, all right, watch. See how I just got to pull out of that? And now that's...
Fuck.
That. So, it's nothing there. There's something there. Now I'm putting it out.
Hey, nah.
We're here proving points. But, yeah, man, that does it for the Survivor Series recap. I guess before we go, before we wrap things up, you guys have been here long enough. If you made it this long, we appreciate you. Kendrick dropped over the past week, right before Thanksgiving, something like that. I know Kendrick dropped. You get around to listening to it at all?
Nah, I haven't really had a chance to sit down and give it a whole playthrough. I've just had Mustard yelled at me.
Everybody's screaming Mustard. Shut up. We get it.
I've had, but other than that, nah, I don't know. I'll listen. I'm gonna listen. Yeah, obviously, it's Kendrick. Too. I'm gonna give it a listen.
I've heard. I heard turn the TV off, turn it or whatever off. TV off, turn it off.
I've heard Bissa. I think it's Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. Is it? I thought it was turn it off. Turn the
TV
off.
I'm just. I think it's another song.
Oh,
song. I've heard Bissa that.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
But
Kendrick is, I'm assuming it's it's Kendrick, man.
That's what I was about to say. I'm assuming it's usual Kendrick. It's kind of like when. I don't know. Don't kill me in the comments because I haven't picked a side per se. But like when Kendrick drops, when Cole drops, when Drake drops, I'm tuning into all of them. And when they do drop, I'm not. There's an expectation that I have for each artist that I'm not getting into per se. But like I have a sound I usually expect, or a wave, or just something they're gonna give me a style of music. And usually they don't. And usually they don't miss it. Typically, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like that. Even though I haven't listened to it yet, I feel like I'm gonna like the songs. You know, it's gonna be usual Kendrick Lamar shit that I feel like I like. That's my point.
Plus, yeah, I mean, he's been really on ever since him and Mustard linked up. He's been heavy on that West Coast type of vibe. I'm not saying he hasn't been on it before, but like it's heavy on it now.
Yeah, he's getting back to the roots.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I'll give it a listen. I'm definitely gonna tune in. I brought it up real quick just because I don't know if you heard. Did you hear about the lawsuit that's going on?
Oh, with Drake?
Yeah,
man.
What's up with that? Drake suing? He's suing who? The label for.
I think
for just like, what, bullying him?
Yeah, pretty much like defamation of character type shit.
Oh, for the the pedo stuff.
Yeah, saying he's a pedophile. Yeah. Hey guys, y'all forget that man is mixed, okay?
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, like I mean, just if you don't want there to be a
Don't-
forest fire,
Don't say too much before he gives us one.
no, I mean no, he can oh shit. That's true it is. Yeah, see, no, I mean he can, I'm gonna put it in metaphorical phrase. If you don't want there to be a forest fire, maybe don't flick a cigarette in the woods. I mean, if there are things that say that you quote unquote like them young, I mean, maybe raise the age a little bit. I just don't,
Yeah,
and because
yeah.
if somebody calls you out on it,
You can't be mad.
I mean, yeah. Do
Nah,
I
mean,
know
you're
if
not
it's
wrong.
true personally? No, I wasn't there. I don't know these people.
But no, you're not wrong
Hope
when
to
you
meet
say it
them
like
one
that.
day, but I come on now. I mean, just don't, come on.
I mean, put it in perspective.
Yeah, you gotta you should just take the L and bounce back, buddy. Now the lawsuit's making you look kind of like, oh, come on. And then it's been months since the song been released, anyways. So
Yeah, it's kind of like a last ditch effort to kind of put
so
up
I'm
a
trying
fight.
to get this shit off the streets.
Yeah,
That shit is like crack
Fight
to him.
back,
Get it
fight
off the
back.
street. Yeah, just fight back. I mean, maybe he doesn't want to fight back. Maybe this is something that he just can't afford to fight back against, and he got to fight back legally.
I about to say you can afford this to legally do it. You can't.
Get in that booth.
Digress.
You don't want to, because you don't want to get in the booth against somebody. Obviously, look at what's happening. Look at what's going on. The Super Bowl hasn't happened yet. We know we're gonna hear this at the Super Bowl. We know we're gonna hear this at the biggest game of the year.
You seen who was it? Joe Button. Who was it, Joe Button? Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
watch
it's
Joe Budden.
Joe Button say something about how apparently Kendrick said something about Wayne on his album.
Yeah, I saw that. He said, well, I think he said he feel like he let him down or something like that, and it was, I mean, I don't know.
Because it was like
Something
what?
like that.
Because he said something about I forgot what the exact bar was, but you know how people was mad that like Kendrick got the nod for a Super Bowl in New Orleans,
It
but
was
it's
so
not.
mad.
Kill me in the comments here. Quick little. But a lot of people feel like, and I kind of agree, that Kendrick only got the nod because of the hype that was generated from Not Like Us. And a lot of people say that, you can't coulda, woulda, shoulda type things, these kind of things.
Yeah.
So, yes, he did drop the song. And yes, he did get the nod. I can't knock his accomplishment. And that's what he's trying to say. Like, that's what Kendrick, I guess, tried to say in his bar, that he feels like the accomplishment was knocked because people felt like Wayne should have got the nod if you wanted to go with a rapper, per se, because it's New Orleans. And that's, But, I don't know. Me, not on topic, but on topic of what I was saying, I kind of agree. I think if Kendrick doesn't drop Not Like Us, and it doesn't have the hype that it had because of the beef that they had going on, I don't think anybody looks at him to do the halftime show. I don't think it was like something that was planned out,
But I mean, that's cool. But I think the real question, and you kill me in the comments if you want to. I don't really give a shit. But I mean, if Kendrick doesn't get picked hypothetically, who's to say that it was going to be Wayne?
No, and I'm not.
It could have been fucking Taylor.
Honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if it was
fucking
Taylor.
Harry Styles or one of those other mainstream pop stars that I don't.
And I think that is the argument that Kendrick is also trying to make, or that the fans at least try to make in the case.
For the timing, I mean, yeah, okay.
You never know. It's not like it was gonna be Wayne, and understanding why, I get it. I get why big Wayne fans and why Wayne himself feels like it maybe should have been him.
Yeah.
I'm myself just saying I don't think it would have been Kendrick if Not Like Us wasn't dropped. However, like I said, it was dropped. He got the nod. I can't make the direct correlation that the reason he got the nod is because the song dropped.
No, I mean, I heard they also said some part of the reason he got the nod was because Jay-Z is now like part of putting that shit together. And
Which
isn't he like?
Which makes
like
sense. That makes sense.
Shit like that,
because
contract shit. I don't know.
Yeah, the
You know,
contractual
something
shit.
like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that would make sense.
He's involved with them in some way, shape, or form. So I mean, I'm assuming that has something to do with it too, probably. But I mean, I'm not too,
No, I feel
the
like
Super Bowl halftime show is it's a yes, it's a big deal, but it's at the end of the day, it's a performance. It's like a 20-minute performance,
right.
guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I feel like at the end of the day, he's still gonna put on a good performance.
Exactly. If you
You
think
know?
you're not gonna get a good performance from Kendrick, like, yeah, sure, people wanted to blast those old Wayne hits, and
And
yeah, really vibe out, and okay, that's cool, but you're gonna hear some of them old Kendrick hits. You're gonna hear some of them classics.
and that's not to say
You might get, yeah.
you gonna get a couple. You might get a couple of features. So
I
you might
just
get some people up there, some appearances.
You might get appearances from some people, which would be cool. But then at this, and then I agree with something that I saw saying, like, I hope he doesn't get like too political. Also, like, come out there with a bunch of like
Now
a
that
bunch
I
of
could
guys
get
in
behind.
suits and shit like
Yeah,
that. Like,
I
don't
can
give
get
we don't need all of
I
that.
don't-
Just give us Kendrick.
Yeah,
Give us a performance.
I want an actual performance.
Bring
I want
Russell
an actual
Westbrook
show.
on stage again. I don't who knows.
Yeah, I want to see
that.
them same vibes that you be
Yeah.
giving at some of your West
Yeah,
Coast
bro,
shows.
just come on
Give it
something
that.
like
Give us
that,
this
bro.
normal
Do the
Kendrick.
classics, don't kill my vibe, and swimming
Yeah.
pools and all of that.
Don't Kill My
Give us the
Vibe would be
classics.
hard.
Yeah, give us the classic. Just start off and go down your timeline. Go down your timeline. Give us the hits.
Now I done
We
grew up
gonna
on some
be all
people
right.
living
Like
their
that's
life in
gonna be a
violence.
good
Granted, they had the
performance.
golden flash backstroke every day in Chicago.
Yeah,
So
see,
that shit hard,
yeah,
boy.
do something like
That's one
that.
fools. That shit.
Don't just start right off with The worst thing he could do is start off with "Not Like Us." If you're gonna end it, just end it with "Not Like Us," and then let us not have to hear the song again for the rest of the year. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like for the rest of because it'll be 2025 at this point. Just have that be the last final finale for
Yeah.
and then end
Your
it like
last
that.
laugh. You got to do it
the
at the
last
Super Bowl.
laugh, and I'm gonna finish it with this, and then that's it. It's done. Start off with something like "Don't Kill My Vibe." Or start off with
You probably gonna do something from the album you just dropped because it's gonna have a recency on it.
You turn the TV off. Start off with the TV shit, because I'm already hearing that all over the radio. That'll probably be blasted by the time February gets here. Go ahead, start off with that. Turn the TV off and shit, and then go into some of the old stuff. Bring out some people, yada yada yada, having fun. Quick little Black Lives Matter thing, and or whatever he does at the shows, with the little quick thing of that, and then go into "Not Like Us" and then end the performance. Back to football. See what the parlay does.
Facts.
Yeah,
so. It could be easy. It could definitely be simple.
So. We won't be there. We'll be watching though, and you'll hear about it. We're gonna talk about it.
You never know. We might be there.
Who knows?
You guys gotta help us out.
Yeah, I'm out of there. Help us out. Yeah, fuck it.
Get the word out there.
Shit, get us to the Super Bowl. Might bring one of y'all. Okay.
First off, let's I think we're skipping steps. Get us to 100 subscribers.
I ain't even rushing on. They know the drill with that. They know the drill. 100
Get
subscribers.
$100.
One of them is getting $100. It's like a free gamble. It's like gambling with a bonus bet.
Facts. It's definitely. You don't lose shit. You just help us. Fuck.
Just giving you a bonus bet for $100. But be that as it may, one day at a time.
Simple.
All right, man.
I guess you want to wrap it up.
Yep. That should do it,
man. Yeah.
For this edition of We're Having a Conversation.
Episode 3, man. It was a good one. It was a good one. I think we touched some good topics.
Yeah, we did. We definitely did. This was a good little chat, man. Appreciate you guys for joining in and everything. Thanks for the support over the past few weeks.
Definitely chime into the conversation below, man.
Definitely,
Please
yes.
do,
keep
man.
commenting, keep subscribing, keep telling
liking
people
it
to
up,
subscribe, keep
reposting,
liking,
whatever you got to do, man.
that.
Just get the word out there. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Support is free. All of this shit that we're doing was not.
It's simple.
But nonetheless, we appreciate all that, and until next time, man.
Yeah, man. Wrap it up. I ain't gonna yell at y'all this time.
Yeah. Until next time, man. Appreciate y'all.
Y'all be safe.
Fuck this.